Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Last time, everybody reunited in Narshe, and we protected the frozen Esper from Kefka. But upon approaching that frozen Esper, Terra turned into a glowing white monster and flew off to God knows where. So we have assembled a party to go find her, and we're bringing with us Edgar, Sabin, and Celeste. Before we take off, we should go and provision up. We can buy mithril shields here, so we're gonna get 4, even though we have 3 party members on us. No elixir in that clock. There are a couple more things we can do in Narshe before we take off from it once again. Like if we come down here, there's a shop that's just rife with chests. 5,000 gil, I think that's a 3rd earring, a thief's knife, reflect ring, it's another relic, the thief bracer, and another hyper wrist and a locked chest. Only the chest in the back is locked. Can it be open? Who knows? But the relic that we got that I want to talk about is the thief's bracer. That thing is awesome for lock because it doubles the success rate of stealing. And there's another item that we're going to pick up in a couple of towns from now, probably in this episode, which will also turn his steal command into mug. And the difference between steal and mug is that mug is also attack. So it does damage and it steals. And the thief's bracer works with that. So close. Get in there before another random battle starts. So we know that Terra flew off somewhere out west, which means she is either in Kolingen, or Kolingen, I don't know which one, Jidoor or Zozo. But to make it out west, we need to employ the services of Figaro Castle. And it's been a while since Sabin's been back here. So we'll let him do his thing. Meanwhile, the rest of the party is going to take a rest, because they had such an exhausting journey going from Narshe to South Figaro again, Figaro Castle again. Also, this scene is one of the reasons why we brought Sabin along. The other being that he's just really generally strong, especially for single target DPS, and if we level him up a bit, he will learn Rising Phoenix at level 15, which is a nice multi-target blitz. But this scene also only triggers if you rest here with both Edgar and Sabin in the party, which we haven't had the opportunity to do up until now. Sabin only joined us relatively recently after we found him training with Vargas in Mount Kultz. So we flash back 10 years to the point right after the king has died. So this is actually that time frame that I was looking for. Totally forgot about some of the specifics of this scene. And the High Priestess is here. She played an important role earlier. And the father's last wish was that the kingdom was divided between the 2 sons. So the whole thing that we heard about the right of succession, we didn't get the whole story there. No one cared when Mom passed away either. There's a pretty big aspersion cast by Sabin there. Oh, and he almost shoves her out of the way, this frail old woman. But Sabin implies, or he outright says, that there are rumors going around that the Empire had the king, their father, poisoned. And knowing Kefka, that's not so out of the question, is it? I'm forsaking this war-sick realm for my dignity and freedom. So we get the origins of him running off. And I think that time frame of 10 years between this scene, between when Sabin left and when we find him, the present day, I think that's really helpful. So Edgar proposes to settle this with a coin toss. Leave it up to fate. And if it comes up heads, the 2 of them can do whatever they want. They can go their separate ways. They can choose for themselves. And if not, they both stay. This is such a beautiful shot. quite a good flashback. And then you opted for your freedom. Man. Oh. It's been 10 years. Little shrimp's grown into a whopping lobster. This is a running joke that they just keep referring to each other as random-ass animals. Sabe and I often wonder if he'd be proud of me. Yeah. Oh, and the twin thrones, too. It's so sweet. They don't let this linger. Here's to a couple of confused grown-ups. That line has always stuck with me. When you're young, you think the adults have all the answers, and then you grow up and you realize, oh, I'm just as confused now. I have no idea what I'm doing now, and I didn't have any idea what I was doing then. Everyone's kind of on a level playing field in that way. Always love that line. So we have a couple of things to do in Figaro Castle before we move on. There are a couple of things that we can buy here that we couldn't buy back in Narsh. No, I guess you don't sell them. Also, remember to keep Edgar as the head of your party, so you get that 50% discount. I can't take money from the king. Shut up and take my money. Yeah, okay, we could get Drill, which is another tool for him, and Flash. Oh, I guess it's not in Figaro Castle that you get those. No, that we'll definitely get them in the next town, so it's not that big a deal. I definitely have enough money, so I'm not hurting in that regard. So the next place that we want to go... Well, oh, what the hell? The next place that we want to go is down into the basement, that kind of engine room, where we went to trigger the castle submerging into the sand last time. And I am haplessly, shittily navigating my way through the castle. The upside to getting a little bit lost is that you always have more time to enjoy this perfect music. And I'm pretty sure this just goes back up to the roof. Yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. You know what? Okay, I wanted to make sure there was nothing else left to do in the throne room. Okay. It's coming back to me. It's actually way earlier in the castle than I remembered it being. It's right down here. Hey, basement 1. That was almost an ordeal. The old man strains to pull the lever. So not only does the castle submerge, it's mobile. Back when we were talking about using Figaro Castle to get out west past the mountain range, I'm sure a lot of you were thinking, oh shit, is this gonna be the airship already? No, unfortunately. It's still really cool, but we will get to the airship. It's a Final Fantasy tradition. FF6 is not gonna just forsake that. And this game has a really, really good airship. It's no Lunar Whale, but the music is almost as good as Ride On, the Ragnarok music. Oh, and look who it is! It's Shadow. So we only took 3 people with us, so we would have room to bring Shadow along. And he needs 3,000 gil for his dog, which is a ripoff, but I like having him around. And because we're going to be town hopping, I really like having him this early. First off, we take a rest in here at the inn, and we get this dream sequence that only has a 50% chance of triggering each time you rest. So you could burn through a decent amount of gil just trying to get this. We have Barum and Clyde. And the sort of ominous blaring siren in the background. And it's back to happy rest time music. So I wonder what or who that could be for. Either way, sure, we'll learn a little bit more about that soon enough. So the people here have seen Terra. They don't know that it was Terra. Oh, an opera house in Jidoor. But they saw the creature that Terra appeared to transform into, streaking through the sky. But we do find out something important. Terra is not here. She might be in Jidoor. She was streaking towards Jidoor. Oh yeah, the house, the eastern side. Get the fuck out of my way! I hate some of the NPCs in this. They stay in your way too long. Okay, this isn't the shop. I think the weapon shop's right here. Yes! These are what I was looking for back in Figaro Castle. These 30 gil a pop shuriken for Shadow. We're spending quite a lot of money on Shadow. 6,000 in total if you include the shuriken, but his throw command is kind of great. Especially with the shuriken. He's actually going to be doing respectable single target DPS. And then we can also pick up nothing. We do want to remember to equip everyone with their mithril shields. I did get 4 because I knew I would be picking Shadow up. That's also why we didn't fill out the party with a 3rd member. And none of this is really good. I didn't bother taking the time to strip the people back in Narsh of their gear. Would have freed up a couple of useful things. Like, did I leave the Hermes shoes on Cyan or Terra or one of those? Yeah, and always check the clock for an elixir. I think I still have the black belt on lock. There are a couple of things I could have freed up that way, but not too big of a deal. Oh, a fossil dragon! These things are really cool looking. And we get a chance to show off a couple of new pieces of equipment we got. We could show off some of Edgar's new tools. We could show off the shurikens, which, yeah, they dealt significant damage to this thing. We got a drill now. Hopefully the blizzard doesn't kill. Oh, man. We'll see the drill soon enough, and the flash. These fossil dragons are nifty. And we should be running into a decent amount of new stuff up here. On our way... Oop. Taking a little detour from our quest and heading north. To this isolated little house that we heard a little bit about. There's a crazy old hermit up here. And the multi-target blizzard is going to be a little bit too weak to kill. And for his flash, oh, it's a big camera flash that somehow does quite good damage. Multi-target damage. I'm still not sure whether or not his Bioblast, like, I guess it depends on weaknesses, but his Bioblaster and the flash at this point are going to be pretty good. Oh no, it's near the northeastern tip. Well, that's probably going to be an extra battle or two. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Yo. Got there. So in one of these urns... the Hero's Ring. The Hero's Ring, I think, boosts damage by like 25%. Makes it quite a nice relic. Is everyone in the proper row? Yeah. Kind of want everyone in the back row here. Especially since nobody's using the straight-up attack command. Boost attack and magic. Yep. And yeah, it'll probably be fine on Edgar. Can't let the world become too peaceful. People are at their best when they're at war. My Colosseum will be a monument to war if I can ever get the help I need to finish it. That dude's nuts. But I like the cut of his jib because he's talking about building a big-ass coliseum. Okay, we are just about there. Probably got one more battle left before we reach it. The town that we're going to is Jidoor on the southern tip. Oh, and we have some new stuff. I think we may have seen Iron Fist or a variation of that enemy type in one of the earlier caves. I think the rock wasps are new. If you're wondering why I brought Celeste along, it's literally just so she could be a pocket healer who, if nobody's in danger, can do a very minuscule amount of extra DPS. That's Celeste's only purpose right now, though. Like, that's her role in the group. Because this party layout that we have, it's pretty damage heavy. Single and multi-target. Can get shit done with this party. That, and I wanted to get the scene with Sabin and Edgar, and I wanted to level Sabin up so he'll learn his next blitz. So as long as we follow the mountains south, we wind up in Jidoor. This is Jidoor, the westernmost town on the world map. I don't like they phrases it that way. Wish he would have called it the globe. We'll get a couple of mithril vests and the ninja gear. Because the mithril vest is good for everybody at this point. And the ninja gear, for our purposes, is just for Shadow. And I think we could get a new sword for Cyan that Shadow can also use, the Kadachi. Oh no, Cyan can't. I don't think Cyan could even use that. Oh no, he has the other sword there. Which I think we'll get something better for him later, so no sense wasting money on that. We have another inn, and we are going to be taking another rest. This one's 250 gil a night. Ridiculous. Con artists around here. Yeah, we're 2 for 2. Both of these dream sequences, and one's coming up, only have a 50% chance to trigger. Oh, Clyde robbed a train. He got 1 million gil out of it. Quite good. I feel like I'm saying that phrase a lot this episode. Shadow. So his alias is going to become Shadow. So I guess we know whose dream sequences these are now. So yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to pick Shadow up. Because you can only get these with him in the party. So each town you come across, you should try to rest if Shadow is still in the party. I think there's no, like, penalty for trying over and over. It just costs a little bit of gil each time. But that's how you start to assemble a little bit of his backstory, is through those dream sequences you get for resting at an inn. There are, I think, 6 in total. You could see 5 of them per playthrough because one of them involves binary choice where you'll get either one or the other. And I think Square once said that there are 7 in total, but if there is a 7th one, I have no idea what it is. They may have cut it out of the game. And look who that is! It's a portrait hanging up in this mansion of Ultros. Why is he here? Anyway, Jidoor is a town with a big class divide, as one of the NPCs stated. There's also a lot of NPCs here, and I think in Kullingen, who fucking hate the people of Zozo. But since Terra is not here, there's only one place left to check, and that is, in fact, Zozo, where apparently everyone's a liar. Okay, so this is the last possible place that Terra could be based on what we know. And yeah, we did just run into a random battle inside the town. You can even see the item shop in the pub in the background of this battle screen. I love Zozo. It can get a little bit of annoying because you have so much surface area to explore, looking for treasure chests and side quest things and Terra. And there's a lot of opportunities for random battles in here, but I think the whole aesthetic of this place, the music and the look with the constant drizzle of rain, the downpour, I think this place is fucking awesome. Block second hands, pointing at 30. Okay, we don't know what that means right now, but cool. Veil dancers are a problem. You have to kill them immediately. Do not let them attack you. They know they're more dangerous than Kefka. They know Kefka's magic. They know that tier of magic. Like all the auras. But the problem is, because they're regular enemies, you underestimate them. Just don't. Go after them. Go hard on them. So we got Veil Dancers, we have these mooks. All thieves. Zozo is, in fact, a den of thieves and liars. So all the aspersions cast by the people of Kullingen and Jidoor, saying everybody from Zozo's a liar, they're not even wrong. It's not an incorrect generalization. Everybody here is a liar. So like the dude in the inn, or the dude in the pub who told us the second hands on 30, he's a fucking liar too! It's a recurring thing in this town that people are gonna lie to us about what time it is. And the funny thing is, that's part of a... God, I love how this town looks. The funny thing is, that's part of a side quest. Okay. How much is that gonna do? Holy shit. Oh, that's not good, though. Magnitude 8. Oh, no! Hilgaigus. They're very, very cool looking. But also deadly. Depends on how hard of an earthquake you get hit by. Because I think it ranges from like magnitude 3 to magnitude, I think it might be 9 for this town, but you'll get a fuller gamut later on from other enemies who use the same attack. So there's some dangerous ass enemies in this town as well. This is a little bit like hold on. What's it? Finn from Final Fantasy II. Where you kind of had the same thing happening, the same dynamic. Okay, we need you not to be alive any longer. There are a couple of decent things that, if you bring Locke along with you, you can steal. But it came down, like, we can come back to Zozo another time if we really, really want to try our luck with stealing. But for now, it just came down to, who did I not want to have with me? Did I not want to have a healer? Did I not want to have Shadow? Did I not want to see the one dream sequence? If I was playing this on my own, I probably would have brought Locke. Oh god! Yeah, I have the Reflect Ring on Celeste. You get a little taste of how much these things hurt, even one-on-one. 1-on-4. Let's get everybody cured up before shit pops off further. Yeah, the biggest problem can be like multiple Veil Dancers in a group. So there are multiple things to do out here. And you can kind of see why a couple of people find Zozo to be a little bit annoying. Just gotta make it up here. It's also a little bit difficult to go back down a floor because of the lines of... Oh, I don't want to do that yet. Because of the lines of thieves. They kind of block the entranceway once you're committed to it. So there is an alternate way to get back down to the first floor and get out of this building. Friggin' gloves, yes. There's a crane that you can trigger from the edge here that'll bring you back down. And it's not quite obvious that it's there. Yeah, let's deal with you. I can't wait until Sabin hits level 15. So I can have even more AoE. Because Rising Phoenix is strong. Oh man, you guys made the wrong decision. 1136. Like, what a ridiculous counterattack. Love having Shadow around for that. Let's get random 1000 damage plus counterattacks. Good shit. Oops, I forgot where to stand. Uh-oh. I think it's up here. Oh, wait, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Couldn't get up. So the trick here is you have to jump from building to building. Oh, another one of you. Okay, I have a preemptive attack. I have to kill this thing before he does another one of his crazy earthquakes. It shouldn't be that hard with all the damage output I have. I'm gonna suplex him because that's dope. Love suplexing big-ass things. Dump him on his head. That's a very elaborate sprite. Only 137 XP, huh? We're still getting decent amounts. We're still making our way up there. It's always the nice thing about Zozo is you'll get so much XP here. Hey, there's the ether. And a high potion. Not bad. Wait, I think you're also a liar. Point at 4. This is for Edgar's side quest in Zozo that we'll get a move on with later. So I think there's a hidden... Oh no, it's not here. Well, I was wrong about that. Okay, let's keep heading up. Up and across. The seconds, they're divisible by 20. That's an extra big lie, because that's useless information that doesn't help us with this puzzle. I think it's a mistranslation. Which I will explain more about why they're trying to tell you the time later. Couple more flights to get up. We're in the right house now. Well, we're back to being in the right house. We can keep progressing up where we ought to have been. Hey, a single veil dancer. We are gonna ruin that thing's... Oh no. Take out first attack. Oh, it hurts so much. God, those things hurt. Didn't even get a chance to runic. Like, runic will deal with them pretty handily, unless you have multiple veil dancers, because you can only absorb one spell at a time before you need to recast runic. Well, I am very, very well stocked, so not that worried. But damn. God damn. Oh, look up there. We have, ooh, Burning Fist. Shining Finger. Just gotta make it up a little bit more. Who's this? Good day, gentle folks. Can I be of service? I hate fighting, so I'd better let you pass. Oh, how nice. Wait, what? Everybody in this town's a liar. Everybody. I love it. Scummy pieces of shit. So yeah, of course we will suplex him or her? Not sure. You gotta drill that. You gotta drill that real deep. You gotta hit the back. Fuck. Let's get in there. Yep. And one more round, it's probably gonna do it. This fight's not actually very dangerous. Yeah, so it's gonna high potion twice, and then it's gonna cast Protect, and Protect is not going to mitigate very much. I want to throw a small one in there, just for good measure. That's how you know you're almost at the end of the fight, and Daraluma is bloodied. Really, that cure didn't even need to go off. Just preventative measures. Now, if that had compared with, like, Hill Gygus and 2 Veil Dancers, that would be very scary. In fact, I think that that boss can call in a couple of reinforcements, but it's nothing that scary. Hey, it's Terra! Find her resting up atop this, giant apartment complex. So oh yeah! No matter what you do, Terra always winds up in Zozo. It's not like it's always the last one you visit or anything. Rama. Hello, Rama. It's been a while. It's been a while. Well, not for me. I just finished that part of Final Fantasy 15 the other day. It's nice to see Rama again. But what is he doing here? Life's in no danger. She simply used a power she didn't know she had. Yeah, the power's kind of running wild through her body. Yeah, Rama's an Esper, of course he is. So Rama's gonna tell us some stuff. I'm gonna tell you some stuff, because seeing Terra, I just remembered this. There's a bug that can trigger after Terra runs off. And it can hard lock your game, but you kind of have to go out of your way to trigger it. You have to take only Gao, and then you go and you recruit Shadow like I did, and then you walk Gao and Shadow all the way back to the Velt. So Gao can leap onto something, and that temporarily removes him from the party. And then if you take Shadow... sorry, a hiccup. Always trigger it the worst time. And then you take Shadow back to Narsh, and he leaves the party whenever you take him back there. So it leaves your party completely empty, and that locks the game up. Fearing our magical powers would once again become a target. Yes, they kind of exile themselves to a separate dimension. But about 20 years ago, the humans found it. And being hungry for power, they try to invade and once again siphon off the powers of the Espers, this magical power. Oh, it's quite dark. In response, we erected a doorway and threw the humans out. Oh yeah, and Gao has special dialogue if you bring him as a solo party member here. Like, if you take a party of only Gao and bring him all the way here, they actually account for that possibility. There's a little special scene. But it's obviously a little tough to do. Then again, Gao is a powerhouse, so it's not as hard as you think. It's just a little tricky. Yes, relax. I love you, Rama. Since the Terra was in trouble, my magic summoned her here. Oh, cool. That's a good question. Is Terra an Esper? Nope. She's actually quite different. But that's not such a definitive answer, because he's not saying no completely, just she's something different from an Esper. But that strangely makes it sound like she's not human either. Otherwise, wouldn't he have just come out and said that? So what is there for us to do? Okay, so Gestal's Magitech research facility is holding a bunch of Rama's fellow Espers for research. It's strange to hear Rama, this kind of like godlike magical being, talk of himself like, oh, I fled like a coward. Maybe it's just because I have him built up in my mind. Okay, here we go. When we transform into Magicite, our power can be relocated. So you can't drain the complete power of a living Esper, but once you reduce them to Magicite, you can take their power for your own. And what is this? Is this Magicite? Yes, these are my comrades. These are the crystal gems. Oh, and Rama's so fucking cool. Damn. So he reduces himself to Magicite as well, so that we can claim not only his power as an Esper, but also whoever those 3 above are. This is getting good. Because we are finally getting access to our summons, our Espers. But they do more than just act as summons in this game. They also give you stat bonuses when you equip them and level up with them. And they also teach you magic specific to the Esper. So we received the Magicite Rama, Kate Sith, Siren, and the last one is Kirin. Yes! Oh, yeah. Okay, so we know what we have to do next. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.